My last video is probably going to get flagged because I'm so pissed off. Stop letting this bitch executive order us into war. Stop letting this bitch executive order us into a financial crisis. Stop acting like an executive order is law. It's not. I don't know what Israel has over this country. I have no idea what that lobbyist group has over this country. But let's get one thing very clear. Israel is not synonymous with Jewish. So to say that the leader of Israel, the 3 times or 2 times criminal who is in charge of Israel, is an evil, narcissistic man that needs to be properly dealt with ASAP, is not being anti-Semitic. When I say the idiot in office needs to be properly dealt with, marshaled, dragged out of the Oval Office in handcuffs with full camera display so everyone can see it, that is not being reversed racism. When I say that bald-headed reincarnate of Goebbels from the, Holocaust needs to be put before Congress and charged for his crimes against humanity, that's being American. That's being patriotic, and that is being a decent human being. The alcoholic Hegseth needs to be publicly shamed for his stupidity. All those Russian assets that are running through the White House and the Oval Office and everything else that matters to this country, they need to be exiled, stripped of citizenship, and all assets frozen. Especially the ones who were taking money from foreign entities for months. How do you take $100,000 a month from Qatar? Like, we need to stop playing with y'all. We need to stop, playing with y'all. That entire circus of an administration needs to be removed. There is not a decent human being in any cabinet position or any of the top 3 positions of this country. Stop lying to yourself. Stop gaslighting this country. And stop pandering to billionaires who cannot even rub a light bulb together with a synapse in their brain. Stop kissing the ass of white men with daddy issues and who are taking it out on us. The destruction of this country is so damn deliberate, it's laughable. They have put a pause on nearly every industry that the normal American needs. You take away the migrants, you ruin the farms. You ruin the farms, you affect the trucking industry. You affect the trucking industry, you affect the stores. You affect the stores, you affect every American's kitchen table. And you affect their kitchen table, you affect their health. And you have a worm-brained idiot in charge of health here. Maybe y'all didn't learn this, but there's this thing called cause and effect. And it's not that God spoke the world and the world was and nothing else matters because it's totally flat. There is no other universe. And what other lies do you tell yourself? We literally have a man in office who is prostituting himself, who goes to the highest bidder, who has made over $1 billion since taking the seat in January. And y'all don't see anything wrong with that? Don't tell me we can do nothing because the votes were certified. We certified the votes of a person who was supposed to have run a clean race. You know as well as I do that he did not. So an illegitimate ticket cannot be certified. Harvard, Columbia, whoever the fuck think they have a good law school, y'all figure out the loophole and you get this shit done. And I need it done before we get to Independence Day, because that will likely be our last one if we don't.